My name is Joshua Escobar, and this is quiz one. The question is, what is a moral dilemma? And explain an example of one from your own life using your own core values. So from the get-go, moral dilemma that I remember us discussing in class was the one dealing with, they were at work and she had a close friend that was deciding about buying a house, and she, being higher up in the company, knew that there was going to be a extensive amount of people being laid off, her being one possibly. So her moral dilemma was to be honest with her friend slash coworker and tell her that, hey, there are possible layoffs in the coming future, and I would hold off on that big time life decision, because if you don't have a job during this, when this is all going down, everything is just gonna go downhill for her. And me being a friend has to take that into consideration as well. But something else I also have to take into consideration is how good the company's been to me, as I think she had been with the company for a pretty long time, so she wasn't going to be part of the layoff, which kind of separates her and her friend's situations because she's not in the same boat. But now she's in that situation where she's dealing with, do I tell my friend, because she's in a pretty big life decision, so do I tell my friend and be honest, like, hey, there are going to be layoffs, or do I stay truthful and honest to my the company that's been pretty loyal to me? So she kind of had to weigh those options out. So I think that's a pretty good decision, or pretty good example of moral dilemmas that we went over in class. Another moral dilemma for me using my core values could be, one core value that I had was responsibility. The other being, or I had a couple, I had truthfulness, honesty, but I think one moral dilemma that kind of pops out at me is like when I was working at the batting cages, there were times when I would have a shift, let's say at 5 o'clock shift, and let's say at round two, I get a text from a friend saying, hey, you want to go to the Laker game? I got tickets at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock Laker game, free tickets. Let me know if you want to go, if you're free. So I kind of got to weigh out, do I want to be responsible and take the responsibility of my shift? That's I work, or I used to work. So am I going to miss my shift and try to call in sick and make that decision like, hey, I want to not go to work? Or am I going to go with my friends and decide, hey, I'm going to take the day off work and decide that I just want to go have fun with my friends? So I feel like that was one moral dilemma that I can think of on the spot, just because I was having to decide, do I want to be responsible today and, go to work, which I've been planned or scheduled for the last 2 weeks. Do I want to do that? Or do I want to just say, hey, I'm going to call someone in and see if they can get in here at 5 and go to Lake again with my friend because he just told me? So I feel like that was a kind of a decision that I had to weigh on myself. Like, do I want to be responsible or, go out with my friends? And I think I ended up staying. I remember not even going to the game because it was just too much to try and do. But I feel like that was a moral dilemma that I definitely had to, figure out, because I'm a big Laker fan. So I was trying to decide, do I want to go do that, have fun, or am I gonna choose the responsible route? I got a shift today. I work, the one person shift, so it really runs on me. So I think that's another important one as well.